Trust is built in moments of truth, not words of flattery. A wise life is one where love is greater than fear. Don't chase what glitters, pursue what endures. Silence is sacred when filled with understanding. Make space in your life for things that truly matter. Anger is a signal, not a solution. The quality of your questions determines the depth of your wisdom. You are not what has happened to you. You are what you choose to become. Let life shape you, but never let it harden you. Every ending carves the shape of a new beginning. True peace comes when your heart and your choices walk the same path. Be like the river, calm, strong, and unafraid to carve new paths. Wisdom is knowing when to speak and when to simply be. Live in a way that your memory becomes a blessing. Life rewards those who act with purpose, not those who act with haste. To be present is to be truly alive. Everything else is memory or dream. A heart open to learning is never truly lost. Be mindful of your words. They can wound deeper than any blade. Let your values be the compass that guides your steps through uncertainty. Even the quietest effort matters when it aligns with your truth. Strength is built when we choose patience in moments of pressure. Freedom begins when we stop being prisoners of our own thoughts. There is strength in gentleness and power in restraint. The greatest teachers are often the quietest voices in our lives. Let go of needing to be right, and you might finally hear the truth. Peace is not a place, it is a way of being in the world. To evolve is to release the parts of you that no longer serve your growth. Sometimes wisdom is simply the courage to wait. No lesson is wasted if we're willing to listen beyond our pride. Beauty fades, but character deepens with time. Real courage is the decision to try again after failure. The mind is a garden. What you plant will grow. Self-respect begins where self-deception ends. True clarity comes from aligning your values with your actions. Every act of integrity builds a bridge to inner peace. Let the past be a teacher, not a prison guard. When you learn to enjoy your own company, you're never truly alone. Forgiveness is not weakness. It is choosing peace over pride. The strongest walls are the ones we build inside ourselves. Tear them down with truth. Time doesn't heal wounds. It gives us space to grow around them. Even the darkest storms pass when we hold on to hope. Make your life a message that speaks long after you're gone. You rise by lifting others, not by pushing them down. What you nurture grows. Be careful where you invest your energy. Be slow to anger and quick to understand. The journey inward is often the hardest, but always the most rewarding. Your habits carve the shape of your destiny. Let your presence heal, not harm. Clarity comes not from noise, but from deep listening. To be wise is to live as if each moment matters, because it does. Envy is the fire that burns only its bearer. Kindness doesn't need to be loud to be powerful. Wisdom teaches us that being right is less important than being kind. Simplicity brings clarity. Clutter breeds confusion. True wealth is measured in peace, not possessions. Choose what feeds your soul, not just your ego. When the heart and the mind are in conflict, listen to the silence between them. Real love begins where conditions end. Sometimes the most important truths are whispered not shouted. A wise man does not seek applause, but seeks to live a life worth remembering. Joy is not something you find, it's something you notice. Don't wait for life to slow down before you start living intentionally. Success measured by the soul feels different than success measured by gold. Your peace begins where your need for control ends. In seeking to master others, we often lose mastery of ourselves. The greatest strength lies in choosing patience over impulse. Happiness blooms where expectations are watered with acceptance. Let your character speak so loudly that your words are barely needed. Growth begins when comfort ends, and transformation takes its place. You don't have to shine to be valuable. Just don't extinguish your own light. The mind is shaped by the thoughts we feed it, just as the body is shaped by the food we consume. You don't need to walk in another's footsteps to understand their journey. Just listen with empathy. True knowledge grows not by knowing more, but by realizing how little we truly understand. Life doesn't hand us meaning. We create it through the choices we make each day. A wise person listens twice before speaking once, because silence often holds the answers we seek. Gratitude is the lens that reveals the abundance already present in our lives. It is far better to seek truth that wounds than comfort that deceives. When we judge less, we see more. Compassion expands where criticism ends. The measure of a life is not how loud it echoes, but how gently it touches others. He who understands his flaws holds more power than he who denies them. The soul thrives when purpose is greater than pleasure. Wisdom is not found in certainty, but in the courage to question what we believe. To walk with humility is to carry the weight of knowledge lightly. Sometimes the right path is not the easiest, but it's the only one worth taking.